Hi, I'm Abdallah El Sabbagh with JACC Cardiovascular Interventions, and I have the pleasure to be here with Dr. Scott Lim to discuss the results of the CLASP IID trial that was presented in the late-breaking clinical trial session and simultaneously published in JACC Cardiovascular Interventions. Dr. Lim, welcome, and
Thank you.
Pleasure to be here with you. For those of us who, first of all, congratulations on this very, very important study. And for those of us who were not in with the audience, do you mind sharing with us the study design and the findings?
Sure. So I'm really honored to be part of a team. There's over 50 sites around the world that were involved in this clinical trial. And this is the first clinical trial that compares contemporary transcatheter edge-to-edge repair technologies, the new Pascal device compared to the predicate device, which is the MitraClip. And it was studied in a non-inferiority manner in a randomized trial head-to-head between those two. There was a separate arm presented just recently by my colleague Dr. Hausleiter for those patients who could not, due to their anatomic issues, get a MitraClip and therefore were studied getting a Pascal device too.
Perfect. And what would you share with us about the results of the study?
Sure. So the main findings is that number one, the entire field of transcatheter edge-to-edge repair is safe and has very high degrees of efficacy. We certainly have come a long way since the early days when we were just learning how to do this. And that's a real testament to not just the interventionalists, but the surgeons and the imagers all working together. Number two, the Pascal device met its primary endpoint for both safety and efficacy. There was a very high rate of patients who was able to get excellent result in treating the mitral regurgitation with Pascal. We also, interestingly enough, looked at the percentage of patients getting their mitral regurgitation down to even better grades, 1+ or less, and that was sustained in the arm of patients getting the Pascal device. So I think there's a lot there that we're learning. It's another tool in our armamentarium to help our patients with degenerative mitral valve disease.
No, that's fantastic. And in light of the study results as well as the recent FDA approval of Pascal, how do you see it being integrated into clinical practice now that, as you mentioned, the toolbox has expanded?
Yeah, I think this is the first look. So the way the trial was designed was a Bayesian design so that we can do an early look at 180 patients. We're going to continue to follow these patients out to a full cohort of 300 patients and follow them out to 5 years. And we're going to get more and more data to help us answer the question, how do we tailor the TEER device to the right patient? Certainly the Pascal device has certain design features that mechanistically allow it to approach certain types of pathology of mitral valve disease very well. It's different than a MitraClip, and we're going to learn which device for which patient. I think right now we saw some excellent results. That's given us a lot of excitement as we move farther into the future of ways to treat our patients' disease.
Fantastic. And with that, thank you so much, Dr. Lim, and again, congratulations, and please see the full text in the current edition of JACC Cardiovascular Interventions. Thank you very much.